Hi children, good morning. Welcome. Welcome to today's politics class. In our last class, we discussed about the role of the parliament. And today, I'm going to explain about what are the functions of the parliament, the main duties of parliament. Okay, the main functions of the parliament. There are three main functions of the parliament. The first one, to select the national government. To select the national government. Then second one, to control, guide and inform the government. Okay, to control, guide and inform the government. Then third one, lawmaking. These three are the important functions of the parliament. Okay, the first one, to select the national government. Then the second function, to control, guide and inform the government. Then third one is that lawmaking. These are the three main functions. And about the first function, to select the national government, already we discussed in our last class. Okay, so the main function of the parliament is known as to select the national government. Okay, how it is happening? Through election. Through election, people select one person from each constituencies, and like that 543 members are elected by the people, and they form the parliament. And this election is happening based on political parties, because the political parties appointing each candidates. Then in the parliament, among these 543 who are majority, which party got majority, that party can form the government. Okay, the majority in the 543, 272 above, it is known as majority. So that party can form the government, and that party's leader become the prime minister. The prime minister select other ministers, and all these prime minister and all these ministers are appointed by the president. Like that, the government is formed. Okay, every 5 years this it is happening. Okay, like that way the government is forming. Then another one important thing is that the opposition also very important in our democratic country and in our parliamentary form of system. It is very important. Opposition. Okay, the ruling party, which party got a majority, they can rule, they can form the government. And the minorities are there. That means the other parties who are not supporting majority or ruling party, they are known as opposition. Okay, so these opposition have an important function for running our democratic government, because they are always elect. If any wrong things has happened, who are questioning? That is questioned by this opposition party. So that is why the opposition is very important. Okay, so the opposition in parliament formed by all the political parties that oppose the majority party. Okay, so the opposition who is forming the opposition in the parliament formed by all the political parties that are opposing the majority party. Okay, who are opposing the majority party, they form the opposition. Then the largest among these parties called opposition party. Okay, so who are opposing, from that largest can be there. Okay, the largest members supported who are that party is known as opposition party. Opposition party. Okay, so now it's present day. The present year who is ruling, the ruling party is that BJP. Okay, and that is also a coalition government. The coalition means the all other parties also supporting. Okay, but the single majority is getting already, who has this BJP has, but the BJP the supporting other parties also. Like that way, the now the present government is going on, and there is BJP, and that party is known as ruling party, and oppositions there are Congress is there, INC International Congress is there, then CPI, CPM, then Trinamool Congress, and all these things are the opposition parties. In that parties, which party got majority? That means which party support got more members? That means 40 above, 50 above members who are supporting. So that is opposition party. Okay, opposition means who are opposing, all the parties opposing the government or ruling party, not supporting the ruling party. Among that opposite parties, among that which party is according to strength which is high, they are known as opposition party. And this opposition, the party have very important function to control the government, because any wrong thing is happening, who is acting, this opposition party always showing the weakness and the minus point, things related to the ruling party. If any negative steps it, it is taken by ruling party, the government means that who shows, that shows by our opposition party. Okay, then about the importance of Rajya Sabha and the functions of Rajya Sabha already we discussed. Rajya Sabha means it's representative of states, and these Rajya Sabha also have important functions in forming a bill, approving a bill, and all kinds of discussion is should happen in both houses. Okay, in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Okay, in at first in Lok Sabha a bill is introduced. Okay, before making a law, before forming a law, approving a law, that process is known as bill. Okay, when that bill is presented in the parliament, maybe in the Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha, and the both the houses they have to discuss and approve through vote. So the Rajya Sabha also have important functions for making laws, because all the laws, that bills, each houses that to discuss and each houses to pass, then it should go to president, then president will sign, and like that way a bill become a law. Okay, so at first in both houses discussion is happening, in the both houses approving, and again what is happening, it is that bill is go through going to president, and the president is all discussing and concerning with the government. After that president is signing, and like that way a law is passed. So that is, so then Rajya Sabha also have important function. Then again the second function of the parliament is to control, guide and inform the government. Okay, to control, guide and inform the government, that is very important. Then here in the parliament the question hour is very important. In the question hour there is a section in every meetings of the parliament, there is a section that is known as question hour. In that question hour each members can stand up and ask the questions related to the issues, the present issues, or the what kinds of steps taken by government. All these can be questioned in the parliament. Okay, that is a main duty of each members of the parliament. So the mainly this is happening the opposition party. Any kinds of things decision is taken by government is means, is there any minus point or negative things are there, means that shows by this opposition party when it is happening in the question hour. Each member, the opposition party's members have the right to ask the questions to the government, and the concerned minister have to say the answer. The concerned minister have to say the answer. We studied in 7th standard in the legislative assembly, the questions hour is there, question hour is there. In that is MLA standing and asking about the problems. So if you watch these parliament meetings, you can watch in your TVs. Okay, so then you can understand each member is stand up and asking what kinds of stuff is taken to the corona, and how the vaccination is going on. Like this all kinds of questions they are asking, and who is need to say, if it is related to health means the health minister stand up and say the answer. Okay, so if it is related to education, the question is related to education means the education minister need to ask, need to answer. So that is like that way the this government is controlled by the parliament to control, guide and inform the government. So that is the another one important function of the parliament. Then next function, the lawmaking, that already you know, that is also very important function, the lawmaking. So these are the three functions, the main important functions of the parliament. So that is about today's class, and all other things we can discuss in live class. Now you have to watch this video again one more time and read this portion from your textbook. Then after we can come in live class and we can discuss your doubts. Okay, thank you to listening my class.